Me and SP had been on very bad terms for 2 months. We blocked each other, we didn't speak, and I even heard she said something bad about me in front of a few mutuals. 2 months into the no contact. I was having a very typical day. I was getting ready for bed and thought, why don't I revise the day, and in my revision, add a text message from SP into a part of the day. I did this for 2 nights. On day 3, she called while I was driving. I was just staring at the screen with my jaw dropped. I was so shocked, it was difficult answering the phone. So I just called her back when I got myself together. She wanted to see how I was, and check in on me. This is the way I understood Neville's method. No scripting, no affirmation, I didn't try to achieve any certain feeling, all I did was just imagine. I have never tried revising something that happened a long time ago. I always revise the same day, and the reason for that is that it's so much easier to remember the events of today, versus a long time ago. I also don't need to have a bad day in order to revise it. I can have a very good day and make it even better. I look back on the day I had, and I try to see how it could have been better. I try to think of when it could have happened, that would make it really natural. So if I wanted someone to say something to me, I think of when would it make sense for me to come into contact with this person. Then I would think of how the conversation would go, and I rehearse it a few times to make it believable for me. I lay down and get into a state akin to sleep. The position I'm laying down in doesn't really matter. I begin to replay the day in my head, but my visual is from my eyes. I don't imagine in a third-person point of view. I imagine in first-person point of view. So I can't see my own head or body. I begin to picture myself waking up looking at my ceiling for a minute, then I begin to get out of bed, do my morning routine and so on. Until I get to the moment that I want to change, and I change it to what I want. So for example, if I asked for a girl's number and she said no. In my revision when I ask, she says of course. Or even better yet, I could revise it to where she insists that I take her number. Then continue on the day until I fall asleep. I almost never finish the visualizing the whole day. I usually fall asleep before I can get to the end, but it still works. I was always hesitant to try revision because I thought it would be too much work to try and remember the whole day, but I was surprised that I ended up remembering so much detail in my day. I think when I start from the beginning and slowly move forward, the rest casually comes back to my memory.